This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Who was Ella Barham? There are few clues left behind to describe who Ella Lillian Ethel Barham was. She didn't write diaries or leave oral history. Family descendants know little about her. After her murder in 1912, her immediate family seldom talked about Ella or her tragic death, as if silencing the memory would silence the pain. On the rare occasions when family members spoke about Ella, it took days for them to recover, so deep ran their emotional scars. Few of Ella's personal effects survive. However, these intimate belongings, combined with the knowledge of Ella's family history and an understanding of the location, time, and circumstances in which she lived, help explain who Ella Barham was. The Barham family came to Arkansas from Perry County, Tennessee, in the early 1840s, and initially settled near Cass in Franklin County. Ella's father, George Solomon Barham, was born in 1852 in Johnson County, Arkansas. He moved to Boone County in 1868 with his family. In 1891, he married Nancy Delilah Doretha Blevins, called Delilah, a woman 16 years his junior who had a young son, Doyle Lee Blevins, called Doy. They settled in a community called Pleasant Ridge, located near Crooked Creek in Blythe Township, Boone County, a few miles from the Marion County border. Today, the area is called Harmon. In 1890, more than 15,000 people called Boone County home. Nearly all were farmers. Half were born in Arkansas. Blythe Township, where Pleasant Ridge was located, had 856 residents. Harrison, the county seat, had more than twice this population. The largest community in Blythe Township was Zinc, located 5 miles north of Pleasant Ridge. The name Pleasant Ridge did not designate any sort of incorporated municipality, but instead it was made up of a small concentration of independent farming families who traveled to other locales for needs they could not meet themselves. The majority of the early settlers who came to the Arkansas Ozarks were of British ethnic extraction. Part of a wave of migration to the west, the immigration that took place from 1840 to 1850 nearly doubled the population of the Ozarks. Most of Boone County's people had their national ancestral roots in Tennessee or Missouri. Others came from Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia. In search of a better life, these pioneers chose Arkansas because there was plenty of land and because the terrain and climate reminded them of the home they left behind. They brought with them their customs, speech, and music. Ella was born on February 16, 1894, at home in Pleasant Ridge, where she lived her entire life. The closest physician was probably Dr. John Frank Lair, who, in 1900, lived in Zinc, 5 miles away. Although it is possible the doctor was present, Ella's mother was almost certainly assisted in childbirth by a local midwife called a granny woman, and other neighboring women. Granny women relied upon herbs, pharmaceuticals, rituals, and superstitions to perform their work. Delilah Barham may have been given blackberry root tea to prevent hemorrhaging and raspberry leaves to relax her muscles. To comfort her, she may have held her husband's hat, symbolically bringing him into the delivery room if he was not there, or drawing on his strength if he was. The granny woman may have put an axe, a knife, a broken bottle, scissors, or plow points under the bed to cut the labor pains in two. But if the pain got too intense, the granny woman would have reached into her pouch, pulled out a morphine tablet, and placed it in Delilah's mouth.